That's fucking bullshit. Oh, good lord. Oh, good lord. Oh, good lord. How long is this shit on to? Let me see. It's the 20th today. Whatever. Hey, Tanya. Hey, Maria. They're losing 4-3 right now, but it's still got two more innings left. It's the end of the seventh, so it's still got about maybe another half an hour left, maybe. The game's still going on, Tanya. But Blue Jays are winning 4-3. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Hey Barbie. Hey Caddy, how you doing? Dang Canadians. Thanks for the super chat, Caddy. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? You got more drama? Sounds good. Drama is life. I was drama free today, thank God. I went to my mom's house and did some landscaping. You found messages from Gemini, and my sister showed me their messages. Oh, really? Yeah. Well, now that my dad's gone, like there was this hedge that he never wanted me to cut because he was like scared that it wasn't gonna grow back or was gonna get all fucked up. And I said, Dad, I gotta cut this shit. It looks like shit. And he's like, Nah, leave it alone. Nah, nah. He would tie shit up to it and make sure it won't blow down. I'm like, Dad, this thing's too big. It's overhanging. It's fucked. You have to cut it, and then I'll hook it up. No, 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 no. Well, now that he's gone, I tell my mom I'm gonna cut this shit. She's like, yeah, good. So I cut it, and it looks so nice. My mom was so happy. She was like, oh my god, it looks so different. I said, well, I've been trying to tell you and Dad that I can fix it, but you guys are like, you're fucking, you want to listen to me and shit. So I fixed it all up and it looks really good. The hedges are like old, right? So there's some parts of the hedges that are like, you know, that broke off, like, and they're rotten. So I cut all the rotten shit and left the good shit behind. And then I replanted three more hibiscus, like, it's hibiscus trees. And then I tied it all because it's winter time's coming. So I drove some poles in the ground and tied it with like metal tie wire. So that way it won't blow over or break, right? So at least the leaves will come off if we get like a winter windstorm or something. So I hooked it up. My mom saw it and she was like, "Oh yeah, it looks perfect." It's like a lot more room now in the yard. I like doing landscaping shit, but my dad he was always paranoid with the hedge and oh it's gonna take time to grow back. I'm like, of course, but you got to do it now. So when springtime comes, that shit's gonna be like, phew. But now that he's gone, I fixed the yard all up. So tomorrow I'm gonna paint the garage. See, I never he never wanted me to do it and spend my money on it. So now, like, sometimes you have to do shit when people are gone. So now that he's gone, I can do things that he didn't want me to do, but I should do, but he didn't want me to do because he didn't want me to spend my money on it. And he did want me to do it at some point, but he was always like, paranoid about money and shit. So my mom's like, go ahead, do whatever you want. I'm like, yeah, fucking right I am. I'm fixing this house up because it looks like shit. The inside of the house is fine. It's the outside, like, that takes a beating. But yeah, I hooked it up there. Today I did it. I cut the grass, cut the hedges, fixed the hedge, had lunch with my mom. So it was nice. We had a good day. And then my mom's neighbors all saw me cutting the grass. So they all came, gave me my condolences. My other neighbor gave me two cards of sympathy cards and stuff. I couldn't believe it. I was overwhelmed with everybody's, like, kindness. After all, like, that's my neighborhood people. That's my real neighborhood, like where I was born and raised. So a lot of my neighbors I haven't seen in a while saw me out there. They all stopped me from cutting grass. They're like, take a break, man. We want to give you our condolences. Stop working so hard. I'm like, yeah, well, I need to get shit done, like, cause my dad's been gone for over a week now, and I haven't had a chance to cut the grass and fix the yard. But he saw me do it in spirit today. I'm sure he was there watching me. I put a chair outside so he can watch me. So I knew he was watching me do it. And I told him, I said, I know you don't want me to do this, Dad, but I'm going to do it, fix it up. And I'm sure he must be happy with it. So my sister saw it, my mom, my brother, they were like, yeah, it looks so much nicer now. It was like this big, bushy fucking hedge. And it was all intertwined with each other. Like, and I just cut it all up and made it look nice. And now it looks official. And tomorrow I'm gonna go down there and take my mom to go get our groceries, and after that I'm gonna paint the garage. So little by little, day by day, because I want to be there like every day this week because, like, now that my dad's gone, she needs company. Like, she needs me to be there more than anything. Besides my dad, she loves me the most. But don't tell nobody. But yeah, I went there today, so I'm gonna go there all week and fix the house and help her. Like, All right, Caddy, you can ask your question whenever you're ready. That's enough about me. But that was my day. I had a great day. It was beautiful weather here. It's been raining all fucking month. I can't even work outside properly. But yesterday and today, it didn't rain at all. And I was like, thank God, man. Finally, I get to work. Like, so I put in a lot of time today. I started like 10 o'clock and I finished at 4. So I was going nonstop for hours and hours. So I was like, finally, I get to like work out there. So yeah, that was good. I'm happy I got a lot done. Yeah, me too. Plus, I had all my neighbors there giving me my condolences, all my friends and neighbors. It was nice. I'm kind of like surprised at all the people that have, supported us and been cool with us. It's like it's kind of like weird. It's weird but nice at the same time. Because there's so many fucked up people in this world that they don't even care about your feelings or your emotions or your losses. You know what I mean? It's like to see everybody, like, come to us and be cool with us like that is nice. My mom needs that. Me, I could care less, but I mean, I do care, but you're like, you give me your condolences, I'll take it, genuinely. But like some people, I'm like, yeah, whatever. You don't fucking like me. You don't give a shit about my dad. What's going on with him messaging my sister? He said it was just to get to know her and it's harmless, but my sister is creeped out. Yeah, it's been pretty like overwhelming and nice at the same time. Like I kind of don't like people like aggravating me and shit and calling me every day to see how I'm doing and all that bullshit. Like, so I'm like, leave me alone. But it's cool though. I don't mind people like being cool with me. You know. All right. Okay. So you said you want to know what's going on with him messaging your sister. He said we just let her know and harmless. But do you think he's doing it like to make you jealous or something? You think he's doing that? Hey Marilyn, how you doing? All right, Kelly. Let me check. Well, he doesn't want to. He doesn't want anything to do with your sister in a sexual way, or he's just starting trouble. Because I asked like, what is going on between them? Nothing's going on, yeah, obviously, right? But he wants to like he wants like he's doing it for interference purposes to frustrate you because he's not getting anything from you. So he feels like incomplete. He feels like he lies. He wants to lie to you. He wants misinterpretation. He wants to like be fake and false, and because he's disappointed that things ain't working out between you guys. He feels like it's a bitter experience that he's dealt with you all this time. He feels stuck and he might be drinking. I don't know if he drinks or anything, but I'm getting like maybe drinking or like abusing some sort of substance. And like he just feels like disappointed and disgusted that, like you probably made him feel like weak and shit. You know what I mean? That's what I'm getting. So it could be a little bit of everything, but I don't get nothing good here at all. He's doing it on purpose to make you mad, which is totally stupid, but that's what happens when you deal with idiots. Gemini guys are a bunch of idiots anyway. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Lucky, how you doing? Hey, Marilyn. Like he's not happy at all, and he feels stuck now because he can't get further. He felt like he's trying to get me to break up with him. Yeah, well, then that's what you got to do. Maybe he wants to do it so that way he can blame you even further. Instead of him doing it, he wants to blame you. Maybe that's probably why, right? Because I got the lovers reversed here, so that tells me he wants a breakup. He wants this interference between him and your sister to like meet the expectation of separation. You know, it's like he wants you to say yeah, fuck off and go. You know, so right. I don't know. Sounds like you got an idiot on your hands, but I don't see nothing good here, Caddy, and it's all reverse cards I have, so that tells me that he wants to like aggravate you and he wants to do dumb shit. So right now, I feel like he's disappointed that all this is happening, and he feels bitter about a lot of things that's been going on. He knows it's not wise to do, but he's doing it anyway. He's actually worried, and he's not happy. I got unhappiness twice here, but he's lying to you about certain things which you already know. You know. Well, that's his dumbass. You know. When you assume you make an ass out of you and me, right? So that's his fucking problem. If he wants to be dumb, then he's getting dumb results. Like I tell you all the time, Caddy, it's up to you. You know, if you want to keep dealing with that bullshit or dealing with a fucking idiot who talks shit to your sister, then it ain't gonna get better. It's only gonna get worse. It seems like he's playing mind games and and just doing stupid shit just to see how far he can go. Or if you're gonna like get jealous and be like, no, look at me, pay attention to me. Yeah, see, and doing that's probably making him go crazy, which is good. Ignore ignorance is the best thing. Yeah. Well, that's pretty much. I know you're a Gemini, but Gemini men, I don't have a problem with Gemini women, but Gemini men, they look for attention. They're posers. Like they want you to say, hey, look at me, look at me. Look what I got. Look what I drive. Look what I have. Look who I'm with. I know a Gemini guy, he's my ex's brother, and he did that shit all the time. And I know another guy that does the same shit. Hey Virgo, how you doing? So yeah, I get it. So I know you though. I know you're not the type of person to be going after somebody and trying to get them to foam over you out the mouth. Because what Caddy wants, Caddy gets. Once you go Gemini, you can't deny. But apparently he didn't get the memo. Oh, well, he has to understand the type of job you have. The type of job you have, you know, sometimes you need a fucking break from people. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, right. Yeah, that's fine, Maria. No, it ain't no big deal. It's all good. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, see, I can't. That's why I got rid of my last girlfriend, because that's what she wanted to do. And then when I'm too busy and I can't answer the phone, she thinks I'm up to something. I video chatted her right before I broke up with her. I video chatted her. And I said, you see this? I'm in this fucking house right now, and there ain't nobody in here. You want me to go in every fucking room and show you? You think I'm fucking around doing nothing? I'm working, woman. And then she started crying. I was like, fuck you, bitch. I'm fucking tired of you. I was like, you fucking irritate me all day. You think I'm home all day fucking with my hand on my dick doing fucking nothing? Fuck that woman pissed me off. Thank God I don't deal with that dumbass no more. Oh my God. That woman drove me nuts. Yeah, exactly. See? And that's the biggest problem in relationships. People like, they talk all day and have nothing to talk about all night. That's what's wrong with people. Nah, I can't deal with that either. Mm-mm. That's why I ain't got no damn woman. Women drive me nuts. Mark, what are you doing? I just woke up and I'm about to drink some coffee. And 20 minutes later, what you doing? About to go work. 20 minutes later, hey babe, what are you doing now? Oh, I'm taking a shit. Thinking about you. Oh my god, you're so rude. Yeah, well then stop fucking calling me every fucking 20 minutes. Fuck you think I'm doing? Think I got a damn life? Exactly. Yeah, that's why it's so annoying. I totally get it. Like that's some bull. Hey, Mystical, how you doing? That's why I can't handle being with nobody no more. Cause that shit used to aggravate the hell out of me. Right? See, I can't handle that shit. If I have a girlfriend and she's off doing her thing, I'm like, thank God she leave me the fucking alone. And if I'm gonna watch a game and shit, I'm gonna be like, look, babe, the game comes on at 8 o'clock. I'll see you at 11. You go hang out with your girls, go talk to your mama, go do whatever the fuck you like. Don't bother me for 3 hours. I'm watching the Celtics play and I'm watching this. Bye. Yeah, I love you too, man. You sleep. You're marvelous. Me too. I had a good day. That's me. I'm not up no girl's ass all day and talking to her all day. That's a bullshit relationship. I don't want that. Hell no. I do not want a woman all over me every day, all day. Uh-uh. Maybe on the weekend. No, not even on the weekend. But maybe a birthday or a celebration. Yeah, I'll be around her more often. But I don't want to be talking to you all fucking day. Hell no. You must got me fucked up, woman. And now it's even worse because I'm older now and I really don't like to be aggravated at all. Aquariuses, we like our own time. We don't want to be around you all day because we don't want to get aggravated. It ain't happen. Yeah, exactly. Me too. I totally get it. Well, you're an air sign like me. I totally get it. So yeah, Caddy, I would say do what you gotta do. But I know it ain't easy. People are annoying. Maria, are you here? Maria P. I got your donation. Thanks. You're next. And then after Maria, I have Marilyn. You're welcome, Caddy. Like I said, if you wanna, use me as, your online BF, just tell him that your boyfriend is in Bermuda. His name is Mark, and try and tell him that we had bathtub, times together, bath time chronicles. If you want to make him jealous and shit. And by the way, when you see SR, tell I said she looks amazing, and I'm so happy to see her happy. She be blinging, she be carrying on. I'm like, look at my friend carrying on bad. She be making me laugh. Yeah, tell I said hello, and I'm so happy for her, and she looks great. Mark's fantasy? No, it's Mark's reality. You're welcome, Caddy. No problem. Maria P, you're here? If not, I'll move on to Maryland. Oh Lord, bunch of horn dogs. All right, Marilyn, I'm gonna answer your question because I don't see Maria here. I think she says be right back. Yeah. All right, let me see. Did WK get the flowers I sent? All right, so you asked me 3 damn questions, woman. You said, where did she get the flowers? What were her thoughts and feelings? And why didn't she call when she got them? Maybe spank. Mm. I'm not getting anything good here, to be honest. I hope you didn't send flowers to somebody that don't like you. I'm just teasing you, man. The cards say that the cards are weird because it says that it's like she got him, but she doesn't really give a shit that you gave it to her, to this person. Like, they're kind of like whatever. I mean, I'm not even getting like a. I'm not even getting that she actually got him, but I would say I don't even see her getting the flowers. But if she did get the flowers, I'll put it this way: I got two scenarios here, and I'll tell you both. I feel like she didn't get the flowers yet, or she got them and she don't give a shit about it. Like she don't care if you get. Like at first she was like, okay, cool, and then after that she's like, yeah, whatever. Like thanks, but no thanks. Hey Marley, how you doing? You too, Virgo. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Shut up, Diamond. Damn it. You've been fine all this time. As soon as I go live, you want to fucking make all that noise back there, acting like you live in the Sahara Desert. I was just gonna get up and fucking irritate me. Shush. Fuck are you huffing and puffing for? Yeah, go drink some water. Acting like you live in the desert, woman. Then people wonder why I don't want nobody. Bad enough I got done. Marilyn, did you get that? I don't even know if you responded to me. Let me see something here. Oh well, yeah. I think you're a little too late, don't you think? Now I pulled some more cards. It says that she did get the flowers, right? But she's kind of like annoyed, with the whole thing. I mean, I'm kind of getting like I'm kind of getting like like a iffy feeling, like a weird feeling. And now that you said what you said, hey Vicky, how you doing? Like you said, her husband died in March, and I'm just now getting in touch with her. So that's probably why that I'm getting right what I'm getting. Cause she's like, it's probably like, what the fuck? This woman just sending me flower like 6 months, 7 months later. What's wrong with this damn woman? That's the type of cards that I'm getting here. It's like she got them, but it's like, you know, yeah. So I would now that I'm looking at the cards again and really like analyzing the second lot of cards I got, it says that she got them, but she's kind of like yeah whatever. It's not like she's like oh my god. It's like probably she feels reminded about everything. So I mean that was nice of you to obviously send her flowers eventually, but and you said you didn't know until September, so I guess it's the thought that counts. But let me see if she's gonna contact you in the next couple of days. Mm. Hey Dan, how you doing, bro? I would say it's possible that she might respond to you, but I wouldn't count on it. but there is a possibility for her to respond. Like every all the cards that I've pulled have given me like yes, no, maybe, yes, no, maybe, maybe yes, or maybe no. Like I can't give you a concrete answer on this because I'm not getting one. When I get a mumble jumble of cards like this, it just tells me that, probably just like, whatever, like just leave it alone. Or if she does like deal with you, then it'll probably be in the next 2 days where she'll say thanks, or thank you for sending me flowers or whatever. She might say something, but it's not a guarantee. All right, Marilyn? Oh, okay, Vicky. Yeah, it's been a shitty year for a lot of people. You're welcome, man. Maria, you here? Okay, Barbie, good night, sweetheart. Take care. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. I knew, right, Caddy? Diamond's like, yeah, I'm getting up. I'm going to drink water, and then I'm just going to wait until you go to sleep and take me out to pee. Yeah, Vicky, unfortunately, I have ads on here, and I have it on low, so it don't come on like all the time. And it comes on for different people at different times, so it sucks. Unfortunately, I have to deal with ads all the time. It pisses me off, but I wish I didn't have to deal with ads, but because I'm monetized, they make it seem like okay, well, if you want you want to be monetized, then you have to like run some ads. And I always put it on low. All right, Maria, you're here. All right, you're next. Yeah, I see that, Dan. I saw you guys didn't make it. That sucks. At least you didn't lose badly. It was 4-3. Yeah. I had a feeling that the Blue Jays were gonna go through, even though I didn't want them to. Yeah, that's you too. You're a hot mess. That's every damn time you come in here. I don't know any time you wearing a hot mess. All right, let me read the paragraphs you sent me. I should charge extra for this shit. I waited for this. All right, right. Yeah, I just read it. Well, the retrograde is coming. That's why, Marley. The retrograde is going to be all of November. So, Merry pre-Christmas. We just went through the eclipse energy. That's why all this bullshit's been happening all this time. Yep, the last one for the year. Yep. So we're in like pre-retrograde now. So that's why a lot of things are going wonky for people. Oh boy. You gotta do what you gotta do. All right, Maria. Let me read what your question is. You gave me the rundown there. Yeah. First of all, Maria, right? You gotta understand something, right? You gotta understand that Walton does not belong to you. Okay? That's what you have to understand. Walter should be hanging out with the people he works with so he can get a better understanding with them, right? And he is going to have times where he's going to hang out with other people. You're going to hang out with your family and other people, maybe. And if you don't, maybe you should. And I've told you this before. You're not married. You don't live in the same house. Right? And I don't want to put your business out there or anything like that, but it's reality. And I need to bring you to reality. That this is why he does what he does, is because he ain't married to you. You're just girlfriend, right? And I know that's, I know you want him to spend all the damn time in the world with you, but that shit ain't gonna happen. He's gonna be good with his friends, doing things with his friends, with his family, with his work friends, work people. You gotta understand, that's what is going to be, and you just gotta face the reality. And I'll tell you, like I tell everybody else, when you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, you have to realize that you do not earn them. You can't tell them what to do. They're gonna do whatever the fuck they want anyway. And in this day and age, it's not good to be together every single fucking day, because that shit is gonna ruin the relationship. You gotta let them do what they have to do. You do what you gotta do. Being together constantly every day is like gonna cause like problems, because you're gonna get fed up of the person seeing them every day. Understand? In general, for you guys, this week's gonna be up and down. It's not gonna be that great. You guys will see each other and spend time with each other this week. At some point in time, you will get what you want. He's gonna make time for you, and you guys will see each other, and you guys will have time together. He will put in some effort, but the only reason he's doing is because he knows that you're upset, and he knows you're, gonna act that way. He really needs to like work and make money because he's gonna spend money, you know? So I do see you guys hanging out at some point in time. It's only Monday. So this week it doesn't look that great, but it looks like towards the end of the week he will see you at some point. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you'll get some D on his birthday. It looks like you'll be with him on his birthday at some point in time. I got two of cups, ace of cups, so that means yeah. That means you'll get some D, even though it's his birthday. But yeah, looks like everything will be fine. Ace of Cups, Two of Cups this weekend. So you just, like usual, you just worry because that's what you are. Maria, worry, worry, worry. Like I said, with the X situation, ain't nothing gonna happen with the lawyers. The lawyers can go blue in the face saying whatever they want. Ain't nothing gonna come out of that. So it depends on you, right? It depends on you, like allowing his mental, like his like him trying to get to you mentally. If you let him get to you mentally, then he is. And then you're gonna be like, what the fuck? You got me? Well, she can say whatever she wants. The court is going to decide, and the court probably said, you missed, you missed. Right. So if he failed that, what does that say about him? You see what I'm saying? And it was her responsibility to tell the judge that, oh, my client can't make it, can we reschedule? Instead, the meeting went on without him. You see what I'm saying? So that's the thing. So I already told you that nothing's gonna happen out of that. You worry too much. No, it's not an excuse. The if the lawyer fucked up, then what does that say about her? That means she's a dumbass lawyer, just like him. You see what I'm saying? You worry too much about that shit. I tell you that nothing's gonna come out of that. Believe me. The same shit happened with my sister. Blah 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 from baby daddy and blah 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 and nothing ever happened. They never have any say. You know, you have to have evidence and you have to be. You missed the first fucking meeting. What does that say? You and your lawyer look like two idiots. You think the judge is gonna excuse that? No. The judge is gonna say, "Fuck you. You're ruining your chances." Because if he really wanted to be there, he would have. And if his lawyer really knew what she was doing, then they would have canceled it and rescheduled it. And you know you gotta be there, but you didn't go because you're an idiot. Simple as that. You're welcome, Maria. All right, Marilyn, you're next. I mean, thanks for the super chat. And Vicky, thank you for your super chat. I'll get to you guys next. So, Marilyn, you're first, and then Vicky. I don't know how LD feels about me. I've told you like a million times, Maria, but you never listen. You just hear my voice. If you actually listen to the words that come out of my mouth, you never worry about it. He can do whatever he wants. It ain't gonna work. I tell you already. There's nothing for you to worry about. Trust in Marky, and you'll understand. But I understand you're a worry freak, so it ain't my problem. I'm just gonna keep telling you the same shit every time. And the only way you're gonna believe it is when it happens. You can be like, oh yeah, Marky was right, but I wanna worry. I have to worry because it's in my blood. See what Caddy said? She said, fucking axes and their Timu ass lawyers. See? These guys, they flop their own selves. They just do it to aggravate you. And if you let it aggravate you, then it's gonna aggravate you. Because if they have no leg to stand on, then there's nothing to talk about. Shit. I've been telling women this forever. You have nothing to worry about. Even if you had a shitty lawyer, it wouldn't even make a difference because you have to have evidence in court of what you're doing and what you're talking about. You see what I'm saying? That's why I should have been a lawyer. But I guess not. Okay. Let me read this again. All right, Marilyn, you said, I don't know. I swear, every time I pull cards for some of your questions, it gives me like a serious runaround. It never gives me like, no, I wouldn't say never, but sometimes it gives me like a straight up answer, and I'll be like, thank God I got something good for this woman. But once again, I don't get that this person is gonna want to work with you again. And the reason is because she's having problems with some guy, with a man. Like for instance, if she's married, she's probably getting a divorce, or she's like in a third party situation, or she's like mad, or she's like her, her mentality is not worried about work or you or working with you or whatever. It's more about her own personal life that she's focused on right now. So I would say that she she probably would not work with you again because she's got all this bullshit she's got going on. As far as how she feels about you and your past relationship, your past working relationship, she feels like she had to move on, and because she felt like she might not have been able to trust you or trust people that you guys were dealing with or working with, so she like felt like she had to move on. But I feel like this person can be like kind of a weak type of character, like very indecisive, maybe petty, maybe emotional. I feel like if this person like doesn't have their head on straight, to be honest. But I would say no to both. Like I would say no that this person is probably not going to want to work with you again. And I don't think she feels that great about you and the past relationship you have with her. She seems weird. You're welcome, man. All right, Vicky, you are next. Let me catch up with the your questions in the chat. All right. All right, you said, do you see anything in the future or should I give up cuz my head's all over the place as I genuinely love him? Are you talking about you're talking about your ex? Your ex from a couple years ago came back into your life. Now I got a lot of personally now I got a lot going on, so I don't want anything serious. So you want to know, do I see anything with you and him in the future? Why do you guys like going back to your exes? Why? You just said in that paragraph you don't want nothing serious. So you answered your own question. See that? I tell you guys, I tell you guys one thing right now. I would never take back anybody from my past. Never. Ever. Hell no. I got rid of you for a reason. And a lot of times I was the one who broke up with them. I would probably say 50-50. Actually. They broke up with me and I broke up with them. So yeah. I would say like a 50-50 thing. Probably because I fucked him off or something. So he didn't want to be with you because of the illness you had? Is that what you're trying to say, Vicky? He didn't want you because you were sick? He came back into my life. Well, Caddy, yeah, it's up to you to break up with him. But, you know, me, I ain't playing no games like that. Your guy was up, but now I don't know. Well, the cards are saying that he's going to be very honest towards you. He's going to be very friendly towards you. It seems like he's a gentleman and he's a person that, likes to be in a relationship, wants to be in a relationship. Looks like he's working hard, or he's got a lot of progress and success right now at this current time. He's really putting in the effort in his own life. But I don't think that a romance or you guys are gonna get back together this year. Like from now to the end of the year, I don't see it happening. Like I don't see you guys being together. But I think he's gonna be friendly to you and he's gonna be talking to you and stuff and be cool with you or whatever. But as far as like getting back together and being in a relationship, that's not gonna happen from now to the end of the year. But if you don't want that, then he's probably not gonna want it either. So, but I think he's gonna be like devoted to being your friend and to being cool with you, and that's it. But if for instance, if he has lied to you in the past, right? You got to remember that he did it once, he'll do it again. But I see a lot of worry about around this situation as well. And he doesn't like, I don't think that he wants anything serious or anything like that either because of what happened in the past. So if there was some type of misrepresentation or some disloyalty or lies, then I would say that's probably why he don't want it back either. But I don't see nothing like happening romantically between you guys between now and the end of the year. So in the next 2 months, nothing's gonna really happen. But I do see him trying to be friendly with you and be cool with you. Just to be friends and just to be cool, just to check up on you, see how you're doing. But as far as like being in love with each other again and fucking and all that, no. I don't get that at all. Nada. But it seems like he's cool, like he's okay with himself and he's happy with his life. And I think that he'll be friendly, and be cool with you and stuff. He'll probably check up when you see how you're doing and all that. But you won't get no D pics or, no like, I miss you and I want you back shit. I highly doubt that. But it looks like, he's doing well in his work life and he's like, he wants to be successful and he has time just for that, for his own life. And if he has children, he's trying to be more of a father to his kids too. Because the King of Wands is like a fatherly person. Like they'd rather take care of their kids than be with somebody else. You're welcome, Vicky. No problem. It's all good. It's better that way anyway. You know what I'm saying? You don't want no access back. Fuck that. But that's just my opinion. You guys do whatever you want. It's your life. I'm not gonna tell you not to go back to somebody. It's up to you. But me? Okay, well if he doesn't have kids, then that's just one part of the card. The card just means that he's a father. He could be a fatherly person if he is. But if he isn't, that means that he likes kids or he might be a good uncle like me. something like that. Or he probably wants to be a father. But that card just means like a guy who's honest, a gentleman, somebody who gets their shit together and stuff like that. So there's different meanings, you know what I mean? So yeah. If you ain't got no kids, that's good. Less pain in the asses for him. Hey Rudy, how you feeling, sweetheart? You good? All right, so next I have Marilyn again. Thank you for the super chat. You said, why is the cancer texting me after over a week? He's texting you over a week because he has shit to do. He's working. And then he probably chilled out and said, oh shit, let me holler at this chick Marilyn real quick. Hey, how are you doing today? I've been busy as fuck. I gotta make that money, baby. Can't be dealing with you all day. Marilyn be like, come on, Mark. This mofo should text me every day. Yeah, go to sleep, Lucky. That's when I like you the most. You got pain here and there? All right, I'll rub your back. I'll give you a massage. As long as there's a happy ending, we'll be all right. Uh, where do I start? Well, Marilyn, the reason why he texts you after a whole week is because he has like he's got a lot of possibilities with probably with work or with his life where he needed to like deal with these possibilities that were coming towards him. Like he's beginning something, like he's either beginning a new job or he's like, going back to school to get more educated or take a course in whatever he's doing, maybe. And if it isn't like going back to school, he probably got a new job, so he's been overwhelmed all week, all month, probably. Also, he ain't texting you more often because I got the lovers reversed and you're reversed because you're not his woman. You're just somebody who he's trying to get to know, right? So he feels like, hey, I'll get to you when I get to you. My life is more important. So I actually said that before I read the cards, thinking that that's probably the case, and it is. But this guy is also somebody who is like insecure. Like they probably had like some bad relationship before this, and they're like, you know what? I ain't rushing into anything. Because when I rushed into the last thing, I end up getting fucked over. So this person like is using their willpower to do whatever they have to do for themselves. But I do get insecurity with this person and some delays, and they have no like no, they have like a lack of an imagination to do things properly. But it looks like they got hurt by somebody in the past, and that's making them feel like a certain way. But it's either they got a new job this week or this month, and they're like all over the place where they didn't have a time to deal with you. But that's why I would say that that's why he's like texting you over a week. But as far as being a sincere person, I would say no, because I'm not really getting anything sincere about this. I'm getting like he's somebody who is like, I'm dealing with my life and my job and my work, and I don't care about no woman. Because first of all, you ain't giving me no coochie. Second of all, you ain't calling me or texting me, chasing me. So why the fuck am I gonna worry about it? Because the magician reversed here is like a guy who's like insecure and then he's an asshole. Like he'll be like, my work comes before some damn woman. You know, I ain't worrying about what she wants and what she says, or if I text her. If she responds after a week, then that means that she's okay with it. But if you haven't responded, then that's your way of saying fuck you. Don't make me a convenience. And some cancer men are very like weird like that, where they're like they think they're better than the person that they're dating, or they think that, oh yeah, I'm the prize here, I'm the fucking trophy. You know, if you didn't respond, that's a good thing. No answer is an answer. That's what I say every day. No answer is an answer. So if you didn't answer him, he's probably like, oh shit. Oh well. I waited too long. I shouldn't have been a selfish dickhead. So it's all good. But that's what I would say. He's not a sincere person, Marilyn. I don't get that in the cards today. Magician reverse is a tricky person. They like to test people. Cancer men like to be chased. I know a few cancer men, and they always like say, "Yeah, if she wants me, she can come. She can text me." And I'm like, you might if you ain't got a big D, then why the fuck would she want to text you? She ain't worried about you. She can get a D anywhere in this world, bro. She can go get a dodo if she want to. She don't need to fucking call you or come after you, bro. Fuck's wrong with you idiots? There's some really delusional people in this world. There really is. Rudy, I'm all right. I had a good day today with my mom. I went down there and did some landscaping and stuff and took care of my mom, had lunch with her and stuff. I had a good day. I fixed up the yard because now that my dad's not here anymore, you know, the funeral was on Friday. It was rough. You know, we had dinner with my mom Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then today, she wanted a break. She didn't want to have dinner like a big dinner again because her and I ate lunch. And then she's like, you've been here all day and your brother's coming here at night. Your sisters are going to call me. Just take a break. You've done too much and blah, blah, blah. So I'm trying to like be with her like every day to make sure she's okay because she hasn't been eating a lot of food and she's getting weak. And I said, Mom, you can't starve yourself. You have to force yourself to eat. So today she says, I'm going to make you a tuna fish sandwich for lunch. And I was like, well, you might as well make two then because you're going to make one for you, one for me. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to. I said, well, if you're not going to eat, I don't want it then. And she's like, I was like, Mom, you got to eat. So she ate the whole sandwich. So, and yesterday I made her a hamburger and a hot dog. She ate half a hamburger, I ate the other half, and she ate a hot dog, and we had sweet potato and mushrooms and stuff. So she ate good. Like yesterday and today, she ate pretty good. And I told her, I said, you gotta eat, man. I said, none of us have eaten this week properly. I've missed a lot of meals this week, because, my dad died. What the fuck? Of course. You're not gonna feel like you're not gonna go out and eat lobster every day for fuck's sake. Everybody's feeling like shit. But I don't want her to like miss meals because she needs to keep her strength up. She's getting 80 years old. She has to eat, she has to stay positive, and I'm trying to do everything I can to make sure she's okay. So I spent like 6 hours today at the house, fixing up the house, the yard, and all that, cutting the grass, doing a lot of shit. Have lunch with her and stuff. And then tomorrow I'm gonna pick her up in the morning, take her grocery shopping. Then I'm gonna drive like 20 minutes away to this warehouse place, this bulk store, and I'm gonna like ask her. I'm gonna see if she wants to go. I'm gonna force her to go with me. I'm gonna say, "Get your ass in the fucking car and let's go." I'm not gonna say it like that, obviously, but I'm gonna tell her, "Let's go for a drive. You're not gonna stay home and feel sorry for yourself all fucking day. That shit's gotta stop." The less she's at home, the better it's going to be. But if I'm home, if I'm at her house with her, then it's different. Like, she'll come outside and watch me work like she did today. And I even put a chair out there in the garage for my dad to watch me in spirit. So my mom goes, "Why'd you put this chair over here in the garage?" I said, "Well, I'm gonna sit in it as well." But I said I put it there so Dad could watch me because that's what he would do if I was here. And then she was like, all sad, and then that was it. Then the phone rang, and she went to go talk to her. One of her best friends called her to see how she was doing. But I gotta make sure she's okay because ain't nobody else give a fuck about her like I do. So I just went down. I'm gonna go down there every day of this week until she gets better. It's still very fresh, It's still the more work I do around there, the less she's gonna feel like she has to do. So I don't want her to like go outside and start doing bullshit. I told her stay the fuck inside and leave well enough alone. Let me deal with it. Let me do everything. She helped me today though. Because when I cut the head, she was like picking up the trees and put them in the corner. And I was like, all right, well, take these smaller ones. And then she bring a bucket and I filled it up with like leaves and then she took it over. I want her to stay active and stuff. I want her to be active. I want her to like, understand that, her life doesn't end here, even though she wants it to. But, and then my neighbors came over to give me their condolences, gave me some cards, gave me 2 cards for me and my family. It was very nice of my friend to do that. Gave us some like condolence cards and shit, and it was nice. They were cool to do that. Then I saw my neighbor that I haven't seen, my neighbor's sister. I haven't seen her in like fucking 10 years, and I spoke to her for like 20 minutes. So I ended up being around there for a long time, for 6 hours in total. So, but I got a lot done, and my mom, she's starting to get better and better every day, and I just keep trying to get her to like eat because she has to build her strength and stay. Because one thing about her, she'll get. I don't want her to go into depression. You know what I mean? Hey Joey, how you doing, Brownie Twin? I'm good. The last thing I need is for her to be depressed all day and like to be all fucked up. Like I don't want that. That shit would destroy me. So I can't have her like being depressed. That's why I go down there and I make sure she's all right. I try and like talk about good things and good memories and make her laugh and you know whatever she wants to do, I'm gonna help her do it. So by me being down there working on the house is making her happy. Like today, she was so happy when I finished like doing all the yard work. She was happy as hell. So she was like, "Oh my God, it looks so nice now. It definitely needed this." And I was like, "Mom, Dad didn't want me to chop this hedge because he wanted his privacy, and he said that it was fine, just cut it." And I'm like, "This thing was not fine. Half of it was rotten. It was all fucked up." See, my dad, he was so bullheaded. Like he was like, "No, no, leave it alone. It's all right." And then he's like, "Oh, well, it doesn't need to be chopped, but don't worry about it." And he's like, "Oh, leave it alone." I'm like, now that he's gone, I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fucking chopping this shit." So now it's like all cool now. So he looks much better. I'm sure he'll be happy. I'm sure he'll be happy. Hey, Lynn, how you doing? Yeah, I'm doing good. How about you? Yeah, she made me a tuna fish sandwich in return. Marilyn, thanks for the super chat. Let me see what you said here. My aunt didn't answer my message that my mom is ill. I'm sorry that your mom is ill, Marilyn. Hopefully she feels better. Since then, calls much, much later. I haven't answered. Well, you would know what was going on with if you answered the damn phone, woman. Did you just read what you said? Do I need to take your temperature, Marilyn? Do I need to take your temperature? You just said My aunt didn't answer my message that my mom was ill. Then she calls much, much later, and I haven't answered. What is going on? If you answer the damn phone, then she'll tell you. Why you don't answer the phone? What am I gonna do with you? Oh Jesus, please help this woman. Tell her answer the damn phone. You're doing okay? Okay, cool. Well, maybe I didn't read this right. You said she then calls much, much later. I haven't answered. So that tells me she's been calling. She called you back, but much later, and then you didn't answer. Well, I don't get nothing good here at all. I'm getting that your aunt is very selfish, not really wanting to understand and not really care about your mom like that. She herself feels empty right now and she feels like not making any necessary effort for anybody because she's not willing to make any sacrifice to think about anybody else but herself. If she is a selfish type of chick, then that's probably why. And she feels like if she gives her energy to anybody, it's like, I'm gonna cause an obstacle for myself because I should be just worrying about me and me only and not anybody else, not even my own sister or anybody else. I get her as the high priestess reverse, and that's a woman who is very short sighted, doesn't understand and doesn't want to understand anybody but herself, very selfish, and is very shallow and doesn't really have, any type of emotional feelings towards anybody but herself. And if that's how she is, she's probably still that way. So I don't get nothing good here. Every single card I have here is reversed and not good. So it's her not wanting to make the sacrifice. Maybe her, she's preoccupied with her own ego, or she just doesn't care. She's just a selfish biatch and doesn't care about nobody but herself. Like she don't want your problems to be her problems. If your mother's sick, then she's probably like, well, you take care of her. Don't fucking tell me. I don't care if she's my sister. You're her daughter. You deal with it. That's the type of cards I'm getting here. Like she's like, I ain't worried about her. You take care of your mother then. Goodbye. Don't call me. That's what I get. That's why all the cards are reversed because she's shallow and selfish. That's what I'm getting. And all the cards were reversed. So she's like, no, I'm not dealing with you. No, I'm not dealing with your mother. And I really don't care about any of you. Sad, but unfortunately, that's how people are. A lot of people in this world are shit and they don't care about nobody but themselves. But you know what? I don't blame certain people because your problem ain't going to be mine. But you should at least show some type of like, common courtesy. Well, if she really cared, she'll call your mom or call you and be some type of way. But at least you told her. And I do hope your mom gets better. I don't want people to be ill or sick. But So just if I were you, Marilyn, I would just focus on your mom, make sure she's okay, take care of her, and who cares what your auntie thinks or wants or says? Fuck her. If she really cares about you, she'll call you, and she'll make an effort to come see you or deal with you guys. But in otherwise that, who cares? Fuck. That's just me personally speaking. All right, guys, I gotta get out of here. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. My eyes are like ready to go sleep. I wish I could stay on longer, but I've been on here for over an hour now, and I came on late. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to come on earlier. I don't really have nothing on tomorrow, but this weekend I'll be free and I'll be on here more on the weekend and stuff. But right now I'm so tired from working out in the yard. I shouldn't even have came on, but I'm glad I did. I like to hang out with you guys and talk and let you know how things are. But you're welcome, Caddy. It's good seeing you always. Yeah, I'll go cuddle with Diamond. She's right here. So I'm gonna take her out to go pee and then she can go sleep and I'm gonna go sleep. So I'm gonna go back to my mom's tomorrow and take her shopping and then do some painting around there and stuff. Keep her happy. And I'll be back tomorrow at some point in time. This weekend is supposed to be raining again, so I'll be on here Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But I'll be here tomorrow and stuff. I'll try to come on for an hour at least every day. But I gotta take care of mom first, and then I'll give you some of my time. I'm not selfish, see. At least I get you some. All right, guys. Love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Good night.